Here's the podcast that you've been missing. You might not know what you are listening to, but I know you'll listen again to the House of BS. To the House of BS.
Hello and welcome back to the House of BS. I am Becky Brooke-Smith.
And I'm Glen Brooke-Smith, and we're full of BS in the best possible way.
So for the first time, you can see our faces.
Yeah, we decided to go full Dubai and go for a podcast studio this time.
Yeah.
So you can see us, which is a little bit nicer.
Yeah, so, well, for those of you that are not aware, this is our first week on YouTube. We're going to release now on YouTube as well. So if you are listening still on Apple or Spotify, thank you. Yep. Thank you for coming back. If you want to see our faces, I'm not sure why you want to.
I mean, I understand why I want to see your face, but okay, that's fine.
I like your face.
Yeah.
So, as we have always told you, this is our very honest podcast about what happens after life doesn't quite go to plan. Or at least the way society tells you it should go to plan.
Yeah.
And what all the different things that we can do. And we've told you some of our journey so far already.
Yep.
Moving away from being childless to child-free and changing our feelings on it.
Yep.
And we've mentioned before, and you've just said just now, that we have moved from the UK to Dubai. And with that comes all sorts of different things. Big learning curves.
Huge learning curves.
Yeah.
Culturally, translation.
Everything. Everything is just totally different. So we just thought that this week we would spend a little time talking about some of the biggest things that we've noticed that are different. And I've been asking some people as well the things that they think, and just, talk around that, I suppose.
Yeah. And I didn't mean translationally, I meant language. So, there you go. So.
We were talking in the car on the way here about some of the words that you've made up throughout the podcast so far.
But people understand. If not, they just like the mumbling all the time.
Just
in the
laugh
corner.
along with
it's
it.
Fine.
Do you know? I think would be really good actually if we go back through the podcast we've done so far and just grab all the little sound bites of the words that you've made up.
I've not made any words up. In my vocabulary, they are real. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Glen's vocabulary is its own.
Yeah, I've been told that many a times, like chillaxing, and I'm so chill. So.
But chillaxing, that's a regular one.
But I've been told I'm chill, and you still don't
What
believe
was
me.
the word you made up on the way here? I can't
Let's not talk. Let's not discuss that one, okay?
Just making words up.
Well, I mean... Okay. So where are we going? What's first on the agenda?
I think talking about words, one of the biggest differences I've found here since coming here is the British banter and how it is very, very British, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it translates well. I think being in everywhere seems to be a bubble. So, I mean, England, every country we've been to has its own little bubble of words.
Definitely. Yeah.
I mean, like I've never heard the word yalla until I got here.
And now I hear it
everywhere.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every hour, every day. I say it all the time now with my children, in class. I will say, yalla, come on, let's go, all the time.
And I mean, we may have heard it at home, it just never clicks.
Yeah.
It's like lads. I said it to the guys yesterday when they were going to the pub, and they're like, no idea, completely blank-faced.
Really?
Blank-faced.
Really? They didn't know the lads. How funny.
I mean, the younger one of the group understood it from the in-betweeners.
Of course.
But I mean, the other guys, no idea.
That's so interesting.
And they're coming from European countries as well, so... Or they've been out here for a long time, and they've never heard.
See, I find the biggest thing, like in terms of the banter, is the sarcasm. Like we as a nation are so sarcastic.
Yeah.
My dad is the classic. It was the classic for it that if he liked you, you knew because you take the mick out of you.
Yeah.
He would rip you to pieces if he really liked and loved you.
Yeah, correct.
You were in trouble if he was really nice to you.
Yeah.
He did not like you.
Yeah, I was loved by him to start with. So, and then he started getting sarky, so I gather he warmed up eventually.
Yeah. You grew with him by that point.
I grow on most things. I have been called virusy or plaguey a few times. It's fine.
I don't believe that for a minute. But yeah, I think so. I've found that, like especially in work, I'm trying to understand sort of the limits on what I can be sarcastic and how I can talk to people, because definitely I always find that the British teachers,
Yeah.
straight away, like there's a Scots girl that I work with, she's brilliant fun, but we now just greet each other with abuse because that's just who we are and how we communicate. And somebody actually in the staff room was like, why are you talking to each other like that? It's because we're friendly.
Yeah. We're being nice to each other. This is nice.
It means we're nice with each other.
Yeah, correct.
So I think the other biggest thing here,
By here you mean Dubai?
sorry, yeah, in Dubai, UAE generally, but Dubai particularly, is just the ease of everything.
Yeah, correct.
Everything is so easy. I mean, from literally this afternoon, for example, I needed some of those Velcro sticky strips to hang up some frames on the wall.
Wanted, or you used the word needed?
Oh no, I absolutely needed them. They were necessity.
Yeah, I beg to differ, but okay.
Outrageous. But I needed them, and I'd been to the shop, to be fair, the night before, and they'd run out. So the fact that I could literally go on my phone, order it, and it was at our front door in 13 minutes. Crazy. I think about where my mum and my sister live now. They just absolutely couldn't do it. I mean, if you have the takeaway, you have to plan it like a week in advance, because you have to know where you're going to go. It's like 25-minute drive away. It's a big thing. Here, you could have breakfast, lunch and dinner delivered every single day.
Correct, I know.
And it would be cheaper than a food shop.
Yeah, I get that, but then that's the way the culture's been brought up here. They've got very, very cheap labour, and from tons of different countries. It's not just from one country. Before people in the comments start going mental, it's not. Like, I can name quite easily 6 different countries that they're coming from now, male and female, right? All working for all the companies, and there's a good choice of companies as well. And you know, it's not just one. I mean, people are always like, oh, but they use it for. I mean, everything has been built on cheap labour, right? The most economical labour. Every businessman's going to say the same thing: get it cheap, get it built cheap, get it made, sell it high, done.
But then there are a lot of ethical questions that come with that as to how.
I mean, it's been every culture is the same way. I mean, the places they're coming from, the cheap labour, it's still better salary than what we've got.
Yeah.
Think about it. We're the same.
Yeah.
We've come from a country which would be, for doing the same role, right? I honestly feel that we'd get paid a little bit more at home, but we'd be paying higher tax. Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the biggest thing here, isn't it? That's the main reason that lots of people come here, is a no tax thing.
Yeah, there's no tax, but there is Dubai tax. So whether it be your Salik, or whether it be Salik is like a road, A few roads have a bridge fee on it, so you have to pay 4 dirham every time you go for a toll. Trust me,
toll.
Yeah, trust me, it adds up very quickly. Like, my days are 18 dirham one way and 18 dirham or 16 dirham, whatever it is, on the way back. Like, it adds up.
So I was asking some people as well that I was talking to, staying on the words, what I have found really, really funny is the tone that people speak with. So, for example, I had a puncture this week. Absolute nightmare.
Yes, we did. We know you had a puncture. I had to drive around. The wheels in your car are 18s or 20s, aren't they? I think they're 18s.
I have absolutely no
And the
idea.
spare wheel, which comes with it, is with their factory wheels. Factory tyres give you a 15 with no tyre on it. It's like a weird run flat tyre.
Yeah, the emergency tyre was crazy. But what... that was this week. This week was a week.
Yeah.
This week was a week. But what I found... So these guys came over. One of them was a student at my school. Absolutely incredible. Like, amazing. Him and his driver. And his driver started saying something to him, and it sounded really, really aggressive. And I thought, oh my gosh, like, this boy's in trouble because he's staying to, like, help me out. And I said to the boy, I said, honestly, please, if you need to go, please. Because this was like at 4:05, and the school finishes at 3. So he'd stayed a long time to help me out. And I said to him, please, if you need to go, just go. And he went, oh, no, miss, he's just telling me if you need to move it forward to do this bit. So it sounded really, really aggressive to me.
Yeah.
And I've found that quite a lot of times when I hear my colleagues speaking to each other in Arabic. I just wish I could understand what I'm trying. I'm trying to learn little bits, but it's hard. It's a hard language to learn.
I'm not sure what it is with me. I'm not saying I'm like brainiac, but I do pick up on what people are saying, whether it be from visual cues and body cues.
Yeah.
And mixing the words which I understand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because what makes me die is I can sit in a corporate meeting and people will talk English, Arabic, and with an Arabic tone, so whether it be Egyptian or Saudi or local, so whether it be an Emirati or something like this. But they'll always use full Arabic and then switch to a simple word which will be in English, or a few words which will be in English. So you can follow the
Pick
conversation.
Up little bits, yeah.
And you're so that gives you the following few words you can remember.
Yeah.
So you can understand where their tone and the meetings are going, which is great. But I mean, it is really hard for an English person to learn Arabic, though.
Definitely.
Was it 18 months, 24 months to learn?
I think at
proficient?
least. Yeah, I think at least. But I'm in awe of everyone here that is.
Yeah.
I actually feel like a complete idiot barely even speaking English, barely even speaking my own language. But I feel very humbled by it. I feel very humbled that I don't think I realised how privileged we were really, like with our passports being the way that they are.
Yeah, visas.
I've learned an awful lot about that.
We've also learned a lot about just being British anyway. Like if I hear stuff that we've heard from Welsh people, Irish people,
within our own
Indians, Portuguese. I've heard wild stories about our country from completely strangers.
Well, I started at an American school, didn't I? As soon as I walked in, they nicknamed me the colonizer. Yeah, I remember colonizer.
Yeah, or getting told that custard tarts aren't English, they're Portuguese because you just had cinnamon on top. It's.
I do think it's made me think. We were talking about this in the week, weren't we? That I think the British curriculum at home should really change and incorporate some of these things, because I'm now going out into the world just like I had
this conversation with you earlier. The winners of the war or the fight doesn't say anything. It's always the people which they feel have been wronged or lost are always the people which always
because
teach.
the behaviour of the so-called winners is
it's
normally awful.
Yeah, we are.
But
horrendous.
I think we should be educated about that, because I do feel embarrassed not knowing these things.
Going into the culture here and hearing from an Egyptian person about something, or hearing from an Indian or Portuguese, and I keep saying them three, and that's because they're in my close friend group. We also have an Italian, but the only thing he moans about is using the wrong pasta or the wrong tomatoes, he does moan about that a lot. But the other three will explain to me about what we've done in their countries, which I didn't know about. I didn't know anything about going to Egypt and taking stuff when it's now in our historic places. What do they call them? Museums. Museums. I didn't know about half his stuff. I
don't know if we're open to talking about them at the minute.
taking stuff from or enforcing stuff. All I've ever been told is that we helped. We got to remember at school doing history. We went there. We helped them build sewers, and we helped them teach them how to use tools and stuff.
It's just being on the different side of history, isn't it? And seeing it through different eyes. And I wish that in England. There are many things that need to be fixed, and I'm not bashing on England at all, because obviously it's our home and I love it and our family are there. But at the same time, now being in such a diverse culture, rich in all these different stories from around the world is so lovely. But I wish I knew more about the world before coming out into it, and especially the part that England played in it.
The thing is, I've been around the world before we met. So I've been to America, I've been east to west, and the only places I haven't been was the Middle East and Asia.
Yeah.
Since I've been here, I have been to more of the Middle East, more of Saudi, Oman, Kuwait, and heard all these stories. Mongolia was a real eye-opener. And I had to go there with work.
But I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's different. You speak in a different way when you live somewhere as opposed to when you are visiting, tourists. So
here,
you don't have these deep conversations necessarily when you're on holiday.
So here, I really was struggling to understand how people talk to each other here, the English guys speaking to say the Indian guys, and I felt it was really rude. Right, because we're we've got a certain tone. Don't be derogatory to people. So you don't do sarcasm or any of this.
Yeah.
But it turns into pidgin English, because people don't want the cozy, happy feeling. They're reading you as blunt as you're saying your words.
Yeah.
Because not English is not your first language, right? So, you have to be very short with people, but not coming across rude. then you're not being rude. And when they're coming back to you and saying the same thing, and they're not being rude, but they're just speaking as English is not their first
Definitely,
language.
because I think, when I go back home now, my brother-in-law said to me, "You sound weird." He really took the mick out of me because he said I was talking differently. And I was like, no, I'm not. Don't be stupid. But then I did say something. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was. But I find, because I mirror my children, right? My children in the classroom, because I need them to feel comfortable at the same time. And so we're all in the same environment. And they'll say to me something like, "Miss, it's too much hot." I say, "Oh, I know, too much hot." Or can we close the lights? That's a big one they say, close the lights. And I caught myself saying it the other day, no children around. Just, can you close the lights? Turn the lights off. So it's interesting. It's a different one to learn, but it's a big one.
But Dubai is great for that. I mean, it's great to see. If you wanted to fully diverse into a different language, you've got plenty of people here you could learn.
It's so nice. It's so nice. I spent summer last night learning Irish. From a colleague.
You didn't have to come over to Dubai to learn Irish. You
No,
could just go to any pub in the world.
But it was lovely. It was really nice to know different things.
I mean, we went away to New York for New Year's.
We spent it in an Irish bar.
bar.
We did. I don't think there's a single country we've been to where we didn't find an Irish bar.
We went to had the big earthquake, and we were in an Irish pub in Greece at the time. I'm just
fair play though. Love
fair
it.
play. I mean, there's got to be a word for it. I think that'll be my research for this week.
So another thing that I found here is a big one. Petrol stations.
What's wrong with petrol stations?
No, there's nothing wrong with it, Glenn.
Okay.
It's wonderful. The fact that you can go to a petrol station, and this was a big change when we came here, that you pull up, don't you dare get out that car. You are not putting the petrol in yourself.
No, correct.
Somebody else is going to do it for you. And can you imagine, even at home, if you even get your phone out in a petrol station, they're on the speaker, aren't they? Pop the phone away, put it on. You're like told off. Whereas here,
my car's left on. I sit in the car. I can be on the phone.
Yeah.
They just come to the door. They don't do anything.
We have to keep the AC on.
Yeah.
You couldn't bear you know.
Yeah, they just
hot.
fill the car whilst it's running. I mean,
just clean the windscreen.
Yeah.
Oh, what a.
They even put ejector cleaner in if you're really super nice.
Can you imagine pulling up to the Shell garage at home or
beeping the horn? Habibi, come out. And what?
It just wouldn't happen. No, they stick your fingers up at you at home if you bother trying to behave like that. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, and even when you actually go to help these guys, like give these guys a little tip or something, or like water or something, they're not really bothered by that.
Very humble, lovely people. So yeah, that's a nice one I like.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to check my list to see what we had from other people. Okay. So someone said the country's run by WhatsApp.
Correct. Everything's on WhatsApp.
Everything.
Yeah.
At home, I really feel like if somebody said, "Oh, send me your location on WhatsApp," they'd be kicking off.
Yeah.
GDPR. I'm not sending you that. It's my private, whatever.
Yeah.
But this whole country is run on WhatsApp.
Correct. Yeah.
It's great.
Everything is.
It's very, very easy. What else did we have? The greatest invention of it all. Safe drive.
Oh yeah. So I think they did trial it in the UK for a bit. I really do. I think they did trial it.
Did they?
Had the little guy coming, a little electric motorbike, a little petrol motorbike, doing the teeny tiny 50cc things. They'll turn up and they did it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure. But then the guys kept not getting paid, or there was other issues. I understood, so it got dropped. Here, guy turns up, drives your car, no problems.
Right. Okay. So for everyone at home or anywhere else that's not the UAE. What happens is if you go out, you'll go somewhere, you'll have a couple of drinks. And if you've driven there and you've brought your car and you think, I'll have a couple more drinks.
It doesn't mean to just drink. If you don't want to drive, that works as well.
Well, there is that, but let's be honest, it's for the booze.
Yeah.
So if you have a couple of drinks, you can, again, it's an app, everything's on an app. You WhatsApp the guy, he will turn up, he will then be able to drive you in your car home.
Yeah.
So that by the end of by the next morning, probably wake up with a raging hangover.
Or nicely refreshed if you're not drinking and you just didn't want to drive home because you've had a long day.
Hey Glenn, no one does that.
I do. I've done it from football before.
That is, oh God, that's so lazy. Really?
It's not lazy. I hurt myself in football. I didn't want to drive home.
Okay, all right, but you didn't say that. If
I didn't want to drive home.
Yourself, you just said, I couldn't be bothered to drive.
Well, no, it was hurting yourself. I mean, just...
I worked too hard on the football pitch.
I've done a 20-hour day, Becky.
Oh, please, a 20-hour day?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like working with you full-time.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't understand. You just kindergarten teacher.
Oh, I don't know why you want to fight me. Oh, wow.
You're just a glorified babysitter. So,
Glenn. Oh, my God. This is... God, I'm really just having to take a minute here to just...
Take as many minutes as you want. But Safe Drive is fantastic. So you message them, they turn up, jump in your car. And, I mean, I've used it quite a few times, and they've been nice. I mean, one guy even stopped to fill up my car for me on the way home, which was fantastic. But then they get to the other end.
I really feel like you're the one abusing the system.
I didn't do it. The guy was just like, "Sir,
like,
if we break down, if we break down, then I'll get fined. So let's get petrol." So okay, cool, get petrol.
You're going to be blacklisted now from this.
I doubt it. I'm like a platinum member.
Right. So it's
Cafu.
because here, right? So, but to be fair, yes,
Cafu. You're talking about petrol stations. Mobile petrol station was fantastic.
Oh yeah, they come to.
So they just come out. You just book it in your phone, give them the GPS location, tell them what petrol you want into it.
Again, WhatsApp.
Yep.
Give them the location, but also, if you've come home from work, you've had a long day, and here, to be fair, the roads are very difficult. It's not like at home where it's easy to just like cut across the road to get to a petrol station if it's a local one.
No, everything here is an A road. There's a B road, sorry.
It's hard work. So if you come home, you can just book it for overnight, and by the time you get up in the morning,
leave
just
your
leave
petrol
your
cap
petrol cap open and you're done.
We've actually died here because I've spoken to a few friends, and the few friends will just leave their car keys in their car.
Well,
never take them out. They just leave their car keys in their car.
Which brings me on to the next point: leaving your things around.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, so for example, say one of us on our own goes to a cafe to work or something. Take your laptop, take your phone.
That doesn't happen very often.
I'm just giving an example.
I mean, just on a Friday afternoon when I don't want to get interrupted by you coming in all Friday afternoon out from kids, I'm like, I'm just gonna go to a non-named coffee shop around the corner, and I'll just sit there, use their Wi-Fi with my headphones on. I
don't know if you've noticed, but this is twice he's tried to fight me today. I'm not sure what's happening.
Feeling brave. I've got experience, so if anything happens...
You've got witnesses now.
Witnesses.
Well, so you could go and, honestly, back at home, if you do that, if you need to go, if you have to go to the toilet, you have to pack everything up and take it with you.
Otherwise it will be
gone.
It'll be on Facebook.
It's gone. It's away. You're not. Whereas here...
People reserve tables by putting their phones on them.
I literally left my purse in a cafe once for 2 hours. Do you remember in our old place? Yeah. Left it there for 2 hours, completely forgot about it, went down, still there, cash inside everything. The people just leave things alone. If it's not their business, they're not their business. I mean,
it's incredibly hard to get out of the country. Like, if they stole your car, everything here is on your phone. It's all done with your Emirates ID. Yeah. Everything is.
Yeah.
So if you try leaving the country with it, or a registration or a VIN number, which is not in your name, you're not getting out. There's certain ways you could mortally do it, which I wouldn't like to even comprehend, because the police would be on you before you got anywhere anyway. If I reported it on my phone, again, app on my phone from the police, had an accident, didn't I?
Yes,
had a slight bump because somebody decided to cut across all the lanes.
Was it you, Glenn?
No, it really wasn't. I managed to actually get away with just like a small ding on the bumper and cracked the headlight. Like, that was fine. But the other guy, he fully wrote his car off because he went straight underneath the other car. He was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have cut across." I was like, I know you shouldn't have. But that was done on your app. Took a few photos on the app, uploaded it to the police. The police sent out a green letter or a red letter. That's it. They're really nice. They even called to just make sure I was okay. Everything's done on the app.
It's crazy. Everything here is built for convenience, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's because the country's so young, so they can do that.
But they're forward thinking.
Yeah.
They're forward thinking. I mean, a big thing for me at the minute is that AI is to become mandatory in the curriculum.
Which is great.
Which just shows how much we're thinking about, okay, what's happening next and where are we going? And I just really, really like that. So, many good things. I did ask some people, and I actually got one from an old neighbour of ours.
Oh.
And she said she noticed things when she came to England. One of the things that she noticed, there were two. The first one, that people wear flip-flops for far too long.
We're here?
No, in England. She was saying in London, her and her mum noticed that no matter what the season, people were still wearing flip-flops. Right. You will always get that guy wearing shorts and flip-flops.
I mean, I have been that guy before.
It could be snowing.
Yeah, I have been that guy. I've also approached somebody causing grief downstairs where we used to live in just my pants
you did.
in the middle of winter, and everybody come out dressed up fully cloaked, and I'm standing in my boxer shorts.
That did, yeah.
That did happen.
Yeah, I don't think that would
trauma.
happen here.
I mean, I've never seen
I
anybody.
think you throw on some shorts, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you should throw on some shorts, is what I'm saying. Okay. And the other thing she said her mum noticed particularly was that lots of people don't close their curtains at night.
Right.
Or so this shocked me because we, the second.
It's dusk. Done.
Dusk. Get them curtains closed.
Yeah.
I'm settling in.
Yeah.
I'm settling down for the night.
I'm not sure I agree with these.
Well, but then having said that, I used to love when we'd be on the train, if we were going sort of into Central or out wherever we were doing. I loved that time where you could see the lights on inside because I was real nosy.
You're one of them creepy people.
Yeah, you don't get that at all here. Everything is very, very private, isn't it? Yeah. See, I completely understand because obviously women who are covered, they need to have privacy in their home so that they can, be free. And I totally respect that.
Same as the salons, apparently. I have never had that incident before.
Oh, God, yeah.
Went to try and book you an appointment, didn't we?
Oh, Glenn.
Went to try and book you an appointment.
So sweet.
Knocked on the door, walked straight in, and I got attacked by 3 little people, and I was just like, what's going on here? Why are you pushing me? Sir, no man, only ladies, only ladies.
Oh, God, we're back to accents.
What? Oh, I'm just concerned. Like, you don't like my accents, or you do like my accents?
I have many feelings about your accents. I don't know what they are. They're a bit confused.
Well, it's great. And I'm just being multicultural. It's an accent for anywhere else in the world.
Oh, it's a global accent, is it?
Yeah, it's a global accent.
Wow.
Global Asian accent. We'll just keep it that one.
Oh, God. I'm not sure that's better.
Yeah, okay.
But basically, what I'm going to sum up there is that
Privacy
you can't go into female salons, and I'm a nosy cow.
Yeah.
I want to see inside people's houses.
I'm not going into female salons. They don't say that how am I supposed to book it? They're like, WhatsApp.
True. Yeah. That's the way forward. Okay, a couple of other things of people who move to different countries, the countries we've not lived in. So China, apparently.
China. Sorry, just doing a Trump.
God, that was God, you can help yourself. Right, anyway, in China.
China.
Shut up. Apparently, sweet foods are salty and salty foods are sweet. And I said, what do you mean? This doesn't make sense to me. And they said, for example, crisps are sweet with sugar. And tomatoes. No, wait, yeah. Crisps are sweet with sugar and tomatoes are often used with sugar.
This is weird.
Right?
I mean, I went to Norway, and Norway, their big thing is called Smash. And that was like chocolate-covered crisps, salty crisps.
But that just makes good
So that's
sense.
salt and chocolate.
But salt and chocolate, that makes sense. But if I had a bag of Walkers, which was like candy floss flavour, right? But no. Not okay. You're messing with my mind. I don't appreciate it. Okay. I don't want to see it.
I'm not sure that's a norm.
I actually feel quite aggressive about the situation.
You do.
I don't.
You're coming across quite rude. I'm scared.
One of the things that somebody else told me, they lived in Hungary for a while. Basically,
were they always hungry?
Oh my God.
Were they craving salty crisps? Where are we going with this?
Oh wow! Basically, they said everything is backwards. They said it's backwards to what they were used to in America, in the sense that...
There you go, that's a problem. You said American.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't backwards, maybe it was just not American.
Maybe it's the right way around. Well, but they were saying things like wedding rings were worn on the right hand as opposed to where we wear them on the left hand, although I think that happens here also. Goodbye means hello. Hello means goodbye. They would say, I've got to look these up, because this is one person telling me.
Were these on April 1st? By any chance?
No, but they literally they gave me the example and said that they would. Well, no, I'm trying to trust the people.
Yeah, I think they're trying to poison it. If I'm honest, I don't think
this person told me that literally you pick up the phone and say goodbye, and then when
goodbye.
You hang up, you say
hello. No.
Do you think
I think you've been done, love.
Have I been mugged off?
Yeah, I think you've been mugged off.
Oh no!
Another English word that they're not going to understand.
Okay, well, one of them that they said is that there are no locks on doors.
I don't believe that for a second either.
Yeah, they said no locks on doors, including cubicles, toilets. Like there's no locks on them.
Yeah, I'm not going hungry then.
I tell you what though, that would be, other than the absolutely obvious reasons for not moving to America at the moment, the second biggest reason, they're bathroom doors. Like public bathroom doors.
What are you talking about? Why are you publicly pooping?
In America, no, well, I'm not, for a start.
Right.
But in America, you've seen, when you go into a cubicle, the gaps around the doors. I mean, you're basically just peeing in front of everybody.
No, I mean, it's a gap. I mean, I'm not looking at you.
No, those doors are tiny.
No. Let me take you back to our honeymoon, right? So we went to Cuba, which was supposed to be a 5-star place, and it really wasn't.
It was 5-star for Cuba.
It's 5-star for Cuba.
That's what they told us.
Yeah, I mean, let's not go into that one. It was like 2 years after the hurricane. Fair play to these guys. They've managed to put all their stuff together. That's a long story. We're not going to go into that. But I remember the toilets very clearly in the cavern. So they took us a rave in a cave, they called it. They sold it out as like a big all-inclusive meal and dinner and drinks and a show. It turned out to just be absolute chaos. And you were still really poorly. So you had gone off to the toilets. And then the toilet...
I had food poisoning.
Cubicle,
Again, I had
You've
food
always
poisoning.
got food poisoning. That's
Talking
what we
about
call you,
food
Sicky
poisoning
Becky.
twice.
Sicky Becky. And the toilet cubicle, I could see your head quite clearly, make eye contact with you whilst you're on the toilet next to 3 other people next to you. And I was like, I'm okay. Like, I can do whatever I need to do wherever I need to do it. You, on the other hand...
And I'm pretty sure I know that at least 2 out of the 3 of us there had food poisoning.
Yeah.
So it was very... Oh, God. That
It's like
was
a row of
awful.
trumpets.
That was a row of trumpets. That's gross.
And you guys were proper... Well, I mean, there's a men's toilet. I mean, we don't care. We can hold each other's beers at the same time, like, back on.
True.
But that is just a bit weird.
I think it's time we move on.
I think we is. I think
Should we move on
got to wrap it
for
up
a very
shortly.
quick BS moment of the week?
You haven't got any better at that, hun.
No, I didn't enjoy that one either, actually.
okay.
BS moment of the week.
Okay.
That was better.
Yeah.
Okay, so my BS moment of the week. Again, very much in with the theme of this show. As we said earlier, I had a puncture. Absolute nightmare, but amazing people came and helped me. Funnily enough, at the same time, my sister back in England also had a puncture in her tyre. So you helped me out, and I will cut this version really down. Really down. There you go. Me speaking excellent English again. Cut the version right down. Got it to the garage. Managed to get all 4 tyres changed and delivered back to school the next morning. So we took it to the garage at 5:30 in the evening, something like that. Maybe 5 o'clock.
I think it was later than that, but yeah.
Anyway, in the evening, and it was literally back with me by 9:15 the next morning.
She's missing out
Dropped
a key
to work.
point here. That he called you at 10:30, 11:15 at night when we're both asleep because we're both British. We're both in bed by 9:30.
Listen, we told you we're early starters.
Right.
Early
Early
day, early night.
He called you and left you a voice note saying that the car was ready. You can come and collect it.
Yeah.
That time of night, and I was just like, no.
He was still open and ready, and it was just so that is my BS moment of the week because I'm pretty sure my sister's car took at least a week to get 1 tyre changed, and I had all 4 changed.
And they were cheaper.
Yeah, and so that is, again, that falls under this whole, the convenience of this place and the ease of everything here. That is my BS moment of the week.
I had the same. I was going to say my BS moment of the week was pure convenience. So I'd been in a meeting, which is it's only supposed to last an hour and a half, right? So it's supposed to be 90 minutes. But it ended up dragging, and I used the word dragging on for close to 2 hours. Close to 2 hours, like 2 hours 15. So I'd gone at 11 thinking, I'll be out of this by 12:30. Like, I better get food. Fine. Great.
Yeah.
2 hours, it's like 1 o'clock. Then I got dragged into my 1 o'clock meeting, and I was just like, okay, I'm getting really hungry. And I could tell myself slipping in this meeting.
Yeah.
So I'm on my phone underneath the desk, like ordering my food. And by the time I finished that meeting, I literally had food, fresh food, delivered at the front door, ready, hot, still ready to go. Guy's trying to call me. I'm outside the office. I can't come out the office. I'm in a meeting. Just leave it at the front. Leave it at the reception. I'll come and collect. 15 minutes, like 30 dirham. So was that £8, 7 quid? And that was a nice fresh salad. What was a smirk for? Well, that's just ridiculous. Nice fresh salad, bit of protein on it.
Glenn, what was the salad with?
It was from a Mexican shop. I don't know. Help with
Glen
branding.
was a salad in a taco.
No, salad was in a taco bowl, right?
Was a salad in a burrito, Glen.
No. No. See, this is what I've got to put up with all the time. She just thinks I eat rubbish all the time. I mean, I have four sets of eyes.
Can I just point out, this is the very man who forgot we had a Ring doorbell one time. And I went out for the day and I came back and he played the, I'm so hungry, I haven't eaten a thing all day. But didn't realise I had seen him hiding the KFC bags taking them out to the bin.
You miss out key points to
What
stories.
did I miss out?
I deleted the way when it got delivered.
Oh, you did?
Didn't delete the bin. So I deleted off the delivery. So I was like, oh.
You thought you were safe. He was so
I was safe.
smart.
I ran outside in my little Crocs to go and put the bag downstairs. And I was like, oh, she might see me. If it'd be fine, it'd be fine. But I completely forgot to delete the whole delivery.
You really I forgot.
We've had many good moments with Ring. You falling down the stairs full ice.
Oh, that was really bad.
Hilarious. Your parents turning up. We've got that nice memory still.
Yeah.
And dancing at the front doorstep.
Didn't Dad burp into the camera once?
Yeah, I mean, we've had everything. Right, anyway, we're going to have to wrap this up.
Yes, we are. Well, thank you.
Thank you for
you
viewing.
stayed with us. Thank you. If you've got any stories, again, always let us know at the.houseofbs on Instagram or at thehouseofbs on TikTok.
Yep.
Do give us a shout. Let us know. Do you have a BS moment of the week that you would
want us to share? Yeah.
Yeah. Then please, if you want to keep us anonymous, don't keep us anonymous. If you want to stay anonymous, we could. I'm really gonna have to work on my English. I don't know what is happening this week.
You're starting talking pidgin English. So that's us for the week. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you. Love you.
I love you too.
Oh wow.
What are you saying on camera?
You've said it every week.
Okay, well, love you.
All right, cut that out. See ya.